What's up, everybody? High Orbit here on the High Orbit YouTube channel. Or you could check out my Instagram, High Orbit Gaming, which comes complete with links to my YouTube videos that I'll be making. Also, I post a bunch of funny content, gaming content, uh, quick clips for the gram, if you will. So, feel free to check that out if you'd like. Like I said, daily content, multiple times a day. Light up your feed, give you something to look at while you're at work or bored at school. Take your pick. But without further ado, this is Z LIVONIA Part 2, Tips and Tutorials. I want to jump right into it, just like I said, going with the basics. Might make another video of one of these, just to get even some more grasp on that basics. But like I said, we'll move right into it, as well as some dialogue on what's happening. So this is a guy I ran into in Brenna. He had a stab vest on. I was asking him if he had a mic. He was shaking his head no. I wanted to team up, but he didn't have a mic. So my thought process was, oh man, like, I really want that vest. It would look really good on me. I'm a fan of blue, but ended up just not doing that and leaving and walking away because I didn't feel like, ruining this guy's day or him ruining my day, if you will. But getting into the some more tips and basics for you. If you're making your way through these northern cities, if you see these greenhouses like I see on the left, you're going to want to just peek in there. Sometimes they have like a potato or tomato. You can see right in there, so it's really fast to loot. If it doesn't have anything, you just keep it moving. But, just something to keep an eye out for. Now, different buildings also spawn with different things that are special to the building, like car parts will be in garages. Food is generally in the houses, medical supplies in hospitals, and if you check out the I Survive map, it'll show you where all those things are. Yeah, so, just good things to look out for in that sense. Like I said, looting, knowing what buildings carry what here. I want to get into a little tactical maneuver I do here is I close all the exterior doors when I'm being chased by like 5 or 6 zombies, maybe more. And I'll open the door, take a couple chops at the zombie, close the door, make sure they can't get in. I notice it works for me. In this scenario, the wolves were definitely a curveball, but thank God my buddy had a gun, and he was in a house adjacent and was able to shoot the wolves, and take care of them. I did not have any bullets. I got all the stuff from Topo, but was unsuccessful in gathering any ammo for them. And this whole stretch south moving out of Topo is just littered with wolves, and you got to be careful of them, but it's totally doable. But like I said, just a heads up. And I want to touch real quickly, if you guys are having trouble with loading your guns or picking stuff up or sharing stuff, sometimes it's better to just relog. And what I mean by that is log out and then log back in. That's sometimes an issue. Sometimes the issue is you just have to shuffle around your inventory. Sometimes your inventory is full and you can't pick up anything else. Sometimes the game's a little weird, and what I'll do is I'll put everything away and my hands will be open, and I'll take whatever's on the ground. If it's a hoodie, I'll put that in my hands, and the hoodie will have maybe a can of beans in it that you can't get. And then once I put that hoodie into my hands, I can then take the can of beans out of the hoodie and put it into my inventory. So sometimes you gotta do a little bit of shuffling around when you're going through to put stuff away, but sometimes you don't. It's just something to keep an eye out. A slight bug with the game, but like I said, better than not getting it off the ground at all. You've probably heard the wolves. This is in Palena. I just want you to know that I got that backpack in Palena. This is the same character. That hat, my vest. I got all those cans of food on the way south and in Palena. So, I made it out of Topo with a half box of cereal and a full belly of water. And I was able to get this by the time I got to Palena. So it just shows you moving south is definitely important. And I want to jump into the next thing fast and quick. I am blacked out right now. But you see, I'm looking around. I have a lot of blood loss. I patched myself up, so I'm not losing any blood. My blood's on the rise, but it's completely empty, and my health is basically completely empty. Both have 1 arrow on the rise. You can't see because of the Power Direct there. Shouts out Power Director, how I make my edits. They're a pretty dope app. I recommend you check them out. But you will black out again. And again, it will be repetitive, but you're not dead. So if you're really trying to string it along or you got a lot of loot, you're not dead. You're just blacked out. And you'll see I'll black out again right here. Boom. I just cut that next part out, but you will wake up. So that's just something to keep an eye out for. You might be down, but you are not out. Don't give up, my friends. Survive. So just a heads up, this is a funny thing that happened to me. I got stuck between a door and a breezeway outside of a house surrounded by zombies. And I thought if I waited here long enough, they'd leave. They didn't because I think they could see me. They weren't aggro, but they wouldn't leave. I was just posting this, so if you ever get stuck in this situation, I did not make it out of it. I mean, you might have different results, but I mean, I had a shotgun blasting, and I died. They killed me. They whacked me to death. But without further ado, here's a couple loot maps for you. From Topo, I go straight south. You know, the Zalice way is longer, but you do get Zalice in there. Or I just skip that, and it's a little bit shorter, I feel, and I go the other route right down the main road to Palena. A lot of wolves. That's where we got hung up. Like I said, with wolves, they were everywhere. Here's another one because I'll spawn in Brenna a bunch. I'll go from Brenna down to Radnan, and I'll hit that military base right by Radnan, and then to Nadbor, and then to the military base below Nadbor. But Radnan is definitely a pretty high PvP zone still, but better loot than up north, I feel. So in the meantime, I'll leave you with a couple shots of the base me and my buddies are building. Subscribe to High Orbit for some more DayZ videos, as well as a bunch of other games I'll be doing in the future. Not just this one. And check out my Instagram, which is High Orbit Gaming. I post a bunch of little edits on there, as well as some funny stuff and just a bunch of gaming content for you, news and all that for your feed throughout the day. Post multiple times a day. So like I said, just give that stuff a like and a follow, and I'll be seeing you out there on the old servers trying to survive. Y'all have a good one.